You're live. Hey, y'all. I've been sick for the last few days. I'm finally getting back to myself. And now that I'm finally back to myself, I am live because what's the point of putting out all this content if I'm sick? What's the point of even getting online if I got snot coming down my nose? So, hey, girl, now that I'm feeling better, I'm on live. I have content I have to drop for y'all, but again, your girl was sick. I'm not gonna work myself to a grave. I know people be like, oh, post X amount of videos a day, but you know what? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If your content is gonna take off, it's gonna reach the right people, whether you put one video a day, 5 to 20 videos a day, it's gonna reach the right people. Like I look at people's success that I'm inspired by. Like look at Tabitha Brown. She was driving Uber. The least likely time that you would want to post when you're trying to figure out your finances, when you're out here just putting two pennies together so you can make ends meet. Who would make up in their mind while on my break from driving Uber, I'm gonna make a TikTok video? Not many people because they feel like they're not worthy. They feel like, oh, I'm still trying to get my money. Let me just get another Uber ride. It's embarrassing. And I don't even want to say embarrassing. There's nothing embarrassing about you having to do what you have to do to make ends meet. If anything, it makes you feel shame because dang, I'm not where I want to be and I'm driving Uber for people. Thank God you feel better now. Thank you, girl, because and guess who got me sick, y'all? My mom. My mama gave me something potent, something real potent because it was smacking me around. I was like, I couldn't get out of bed. I had a runny nose. I hate having one runny nose and one congested nose, girl. Then when I call my mom to see if she's good, she's checking to see if I'm good. Have you watched Heated Rivalry? No. Rivalry? No, I have not. Is that like on Netflix? So after my mom done got me sick, I'm boarding the plane, sick as a dog, haven't used a little bit of energy. You know how it feels to be sick, low energy, and now you gotta pack a bag, get on a flight, go back home, and gather yourself. And now you're home by yourself, where you gotta nurture yourself. And I'm so used to not being sick that girl, I had to go to the grocery store. I had to buy over-the-counter medicine. I went to the pharmacist and bought some stuff, and I was just like, man, this is how I'm starting the new year sick. Lord. But she's my mom and she bought me some throat spray to have like when I got on the plane and stuff. My throat was so dry, y'all. Even drinking water was painful. You ever been that sick? Drinking water is painful. My throat was so dry. I was like, oh Lord, when you restore my vocals, I'm gonna eat like I've never eaten before. Well, I said this year I'm not gonna eat my money. So I've been good. I've been pretty good. But anyways, it doesn't hurt to drink water anymore. And I can say it's crazy how when the little things get taken away from you, then suddenly you know how to be grateful for those little things. Like, girl, I couldn't do this 2 weeks ago. I would dread drinking water. I'd be like, oh, my throat. Like now that I'm feeling better and I got the mucus under control and I'm not coughing, y'all, I was waking up with my eyes like, it's TMI, whatever. My eyes were shut. Crust was coming out of them. When I opened them, they were bloodshot red. I was like, Lord, this trying to take me out. This is crazy. So now that I'm feeling better, I'm live. Anyways, enough of that intro. I want to talk about stop being nice. I did a video with a fellow content creator and I cannot wait to share it with y'all. But again, I've been sick. I have not been producing content the way I want to produce content because my health comes first. The views gonna come when they want to come. I'm not a circus monkey. I don't have to get on a tricycle and juggle to get y'all attention. Y'all gonna get it when y'all get it. And I'd rather produce quality versus spitting out short verses of crap. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll give y'all that. But sometimes I like to work on my content creation and actually edit. So guess what I'm doing today, y'all? I'm deep cleaning. No, entertain us now. I am about to entertain you. And can you send a gift? This is free entertainment to you? Like, can I get a little something for my trouble? Anyways, So now that I'm feeling better and it's the new year and I have been resurrected from all of that sickness, I finally get to clean. I know a lot of cultures, especially Caribbean cultures. That's why I feel like I may not ever like take an American seriously. I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Now that it's the new year, what do we like to do as Caribbean people? We like to clean everything. I didn't even get to clean my car. I didn't get to detail my car. My car still has 2025 dust on it, y'all. It was like, I just got tired looking at my car while sick. I was just like, I don't care. I'm going to get to it when I get to it. So now I get to deep clean. And my place is a mess because I've taken everything out. And I know, y'all know the Mr. Clean Magic Sponge? Well, it's been doing its magic, y'all. I've been getting in there while gone. Hey, I've been getting in there and cleaning. I've been getting in there and getting my hair products and detangling things and changing the wires. I deep clean on the 31st. Girl, I know that's right. That's what I love about the Caribbeans, okay? It's like we don't even have to say what we're doing. Play your music, old school R&B, some new school, and get to cleaning. You know what I mean? You got to take out all the old dust. So when the new year sweep in, it's nothing but new. Everything is renewed, transformed. So I'm just not catching up to it, and I feel behind. But you know what? I tell myself, you're never behind when you're running on God's time. Maybe that was the time that I needed to sit down and rest. So I'm not mad. Yes. Yup. You gotta play some songs and you gotta stop looking at Netflix. Cause girl, when I used to put YouTube on to play songs, YouTube sometimes will show commercials and I'll be sitting down and watching it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be cleaning. I gotta get up. So I've tried my best to just keep it to like audio with a speaker and not my TV, even though my TV is so convenient in the living room and it's going to be the loudest throughout the home. But I get caught up, y'all. And them commercials and ads, then you got to look for the remote. So now I'm actually deep cleaning. So I'm going to be deep cleaning and talking to y'all. And I did a video with a content creator, Corey. He already dropped his video. We both were recording. I'm going to drop mine when I get to it. But what I realized, things come to me little at a time. And what I realized is, hey, ladies, and this might be for gentlemen too. We're too nice. Yeah, you're too nice, my dear. Oh, I'm so sorry to tell you this. You are so sweet, angel vibes. Oh, I can be a devil though. I can be very deviant. I was telling my homeboy, talking to my homeboy, and his homeboy also visited him. They were in Houston. He moved to Washington, D.C. And we were talking, and we all had similar stories. When we tried dating people and showing up as our best selves and being loving and nurturing and understanding and doing all the things you think is right, we got played with. But what happened was when we all got played in our own way at our own time, it taught us the game better. And I came here to tell you today, stop being so nice. There is no reward for sacrifice. I know you like this person. I know you want this person to like you. I know you want this manager to favor you. But the reason why I started off the video talking about I'm not going to make all this content just to make content. I'm going to make sure I'm okay first and then give y'all the content when I can, because it goes one and the same. I had to learn to stop being so nice. And being nice to me is also tied to people pleasing. Oh, teach me the game. I was learning that in everything I do, I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be acknowledged. I want to be appreciated. And I got an Amazon package. I just thought about that. Dang, sorry, y'all. I learned through being so nice, I was automatically being the sacrifice. I was automatically telling people, you can put that burden on me, no matter how heavy it is. You can put that on me. I just want you to like me. I just want to be liked. It's giving golden retriever. You ever see dogs? How they act when they see any person in the street? It don't even have to be their owner. When they're strays, when they're in the where do you go to pick up dogs? I forgot what it's called, but I feel like I'm going to call it the wrong thing. It's always a wagging tail, licking uncontrollably. Like they act like they've never seen a human in their life. They're in the kennel. Okay. They're like, oh my God, it's a person. Oh my God. It's always giving. I'm so happy you came here and you noticed me. Please play with me. Please notice me. Please play with me. Get what I'm saying? And I had to realize doing that, doing the most, always got me the least. Oh, listen, always. Every single time I did the most, I got the least. Every time I was super nice, super enthusiastic, super, I'll take care of it. Yeah. It made everybody else's burdens lighter. Instead of them looking at me and saying, she's so cool. Like, let's be friends with her. Oh, she's so dope. Like, I would date her. Instead of that, you know what ended up happening? I attracted users. And I know I have to explain that to y'all because now that I'm a retired people pleaser, I realize that when you come off that way, you're not going to attract people that want to be mutual. Is my thing on? Hold on. Okay. Okay. I had to take off my Bluetooth. You giving Nikki, I think you're saying Minaj vibes. Thank you. I had to realize that when I did that, I wasn't attracting people that wanted to mutually be my friend. I was attracting people that wanted to use me, the users, the people that always have an excuse, but somehow always get it done. Why is that? Why am I attracting people that only want to use me instead of people that want to be mutual friends and make this mutually beneficial? Because the energy I was giving off was desperation. And when you're a quality person, oh, thank you. That's so cute. Keep sending gifts. That's a cute gift. That's on TikTok. I'm on YouTube over here, TikTok over here, like I always tell y'all. I had to realize that I was giving off desperate energy. I was giving off, I didn't have a backbone. I didn't have boundaries. I'll do whatever you say. And people that have quality characteristics about themselves, when they pick up on that, they don't want to be friends with you because they know that you'll switch at any moment. They know that if a better offer comes along, you'll switch it up at any moment because you're a people pleaser. You can't say no. And that's going to compromise their position if they associate with you or if they try to lend out their hand to help you. I always thought if I just do everything people like and do it to the furthest extent, the best of my ability, people are going to like me. People are going to be my friend. People are going to want to hang out with me. But no, it's going to attract people that see you and see that you're desperate. Oh, she's desperate for this. And you know what you're really desperate for? Validation. Yeah. I'm telling you what I learned about myself, and I want to share it with you for free. There's no weird course that I'm selling. I want y'all to learn without having to go through what I had to go through. I know I hear Jamaicans say this a lot. Those that do not hear shall feel. And what that means is if you can't hear the lesson and see other people go through it, then your turn is up next. You're going to feel it in a second. And the quicker I learned how to hear through other people's experience and other people's advice that are older and wiser, and may not even be older, but wiser, that's when I realized I don't have to keep going through these trials. There's no reward for suffering. Can y'all send gifts though? I love the live, but send gifts. There's no reward for suffering. And I'm going to say it's how blue in the face, but mainly Black women were conditioned to be the sacrifice. We're conditioned to take a lot more things than other people would accept. And that's normal. That's completely normal that you're the sacrifice. That's completely normal. You did this. You got nothing in return. You're a Black woman. You're supposed to help people. You're supposed to save people. That's what you're here to do. You've been doing that since slavery. You've been saving other people since slavery. You've been watching kids since slavery. Why would you want to have your own kids when you can watch our kids? You know what I mean? What are you so busy doing that you can't serve me? And once I realized, and it came through me saying yes too many times to too many things, that I realized, oh, these people playing in my face. These people are taking advantage of the fact that I'm desperate and I want their validation. So they're pimping me. Once I figured that out and it clicked when I said, like I said yes too many times. Hey, Blue Lou 88. Once I realized being a people pleaser is very dangerous. You're not going to attract quality friendships. You're only going to attract the users and abusers. Why is it that a person that abuses men or women always has someone to abuse? Why does a narcissist always have someone to lie to? Always have someone they can manipulate? That's all you're attracting because you're showing weak. You're coming off as a weak signal. Think of yourself as a Wi-Fi signal. Do you have a strong password that people have to go through different trials to get your password? Or is your password 1234 and anyone can get in? Think of yourself like that. What signal are you admitting to others when you're trying to be a people pleaser, you're trying to be nice, you're trying to be liked? You're giving off a weak signal, weak password, easy access, easy entryway. And once I realized that, I stopped being a people pleaser. Once someone played in my face one good time for the last time, I got out of there. Is that why bad boys and girls win? You've heard the saying, nice guys finish last. And the same thing applies to women. I don't know your gender. And I don't like to misgender people because I know this society will cancel you for that. But then the saying goes for women, well-behaved women never made history. It's going to always be the people that want to go against the grain, people that see and look around and say, this is not it. We have to change this. Came in because, lately flashbacks of when I was full-time people pleaser are getting to me. I am a male. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me your gender. So I don't misgender you. But you've heard the saying, nice guys finish last. And do you see how the girls always like the guys that don't validate them, don't take them on proper dates, only want to smash and leave? But the guys that will go above and beyond, the girl will think he's lame, he's doing too much, because it's the energy that you're admitting. You're giving off weak. You're giving off, I need this. And that scares people off, for men and women. Keep preaching, says, thank you, girl. The thing is, or guy, blue, I don't know. The thing is, you're giving off weak. You're giving off, when you're coming off like, I really need this thing, people don't want to give it to you because the way you come off like you need it is scary. You ever had someone you completely don't like, you're not interested in them romantically, and they're doing everything right? Think about the energy they make you feel. You don't like them like that, but they done found out your favorite song, your favorite dessert. They're doing everything right. But for some reason, you don't want to give them a chance. I will be a-hole facts. Don't be an a-hole. I'm going somewhere with this. Pay attention. But then think about the girl that doesn't really give you a lot of her time that you like. You know how people say, why is it the people I like don't like me back? It's because the people you like, you're coming off like you need them instead of you want them. Nobody likes needy people. Needy people are really desperate. Needy people come off creepy vibes. Creepy, like I will lock you in a cellar and kidnap you vibes. You get what I'm trying to say? There's this crazy movie and the saying is like it puts the lotion on the skin. Like you don't want someone that comes off like they need you. You want someone that can stand on their own, that shows you they're confident, and they can take you or leave you. So don't be an a-hole. What I'm saying is you need to come off more like I can stand on my own. I've been standing on my own and I can take you or I can leave you. Don't be an a-hole. That's not what I was telling you to do. That's crazy. I feel so much. Y'all don't understand how precious being able to drink water is to me after the storm that I just endured, y'all. Now, confidence is key. Yup. And you can't fake confidence. When you walk into a room and you don't say a word and people are looking at you, it's what you're giving off. Versus a desperate person that's at a bar and they keep looking at the door, but they're there by themselves. Why do you keep looking at the door if you're there by yourself? Because you're so desperate for someone's attention. You're hoping someone will come over and walk and speak to you. That's crazy. Did you come here by yourself? Going out with yourself should be you're working on your confidence or you just have the confidence. You know what I mean? But don't be the person that's always looking for someone to come into your life and do something because it says that you're so weak, you can't do it yourself. And there are things in life we cannot do ourselves, but it just comes, the energy you're giving is going to make people doubt you more than they should. You might be a really strong, amazing person. You might be super intelligent, but for some reason you're coming off so needy. It scares the person. It says that you're not able to make decisions in a definitive way. It says that you're indecisive. It says that you don't control your emotions. You've lost so much control of your emotions that you're starting to feed and give me desperation. So the reason why I said stop being so nice, it is in our nature as people to not want to be alone. It's in our nature as people to feel good. You ever did something that was selfless and it made you feel good? But don't do that too much. because you're just going to have people come around to see what they can get out of you. You ever see friendships where someone did nothing at all for that friendship? I mean, nothing. And this person you're trying to get to like you is absolutely a loyal friend to this person that does nothing for them but use them. Think about all the movies we watch. Why is it that the leading character is always selfish and everybody around them are so absorbed with their energy? Think about Regina George. I love saying Regina George because I think everybody's seen Mean Girls. The only way she had a clique of girls that followed her trends, that sat with her at lunch, because she was so self-absorbed, everybody wanted a piece of it. Everybody was like, she's so majestic. What is it about herself that she's so sure of herself? Now I'm sure of her and I want to follow her. Your confidence is going to have people pull into you. That's how you do it. Not by giving it all away. What's the song? She just giving it out. You don't want to do that. You're going to come off desperate. You want to be so solid in yourself, your cup runneth over. And people get what runs over, not what you have for yourself. Okay, you being too nice, guys, pick me, love me, look at me. But I don't want to only talk about it from the standpoint of relationships. I don't want to keep talking about men. I want to talk to women. I want to talk to especially the young girls. I wish I knew better. So if I were better, I would attract better. We can talk about the outside, what the men. But a lot of this conversation has to be about us. What did Michael Jackson say? Start with the man in the mirror. Hold on, someone asked me a question. How do I express that behavior? You have to get in a place with yourself. You have to get in a place with yourself where you can honestly say you forgive yourself. Because the reason why you don't know how to do that behavior, you don't know how to be honest about the behavior you have done in the past. Because it's embarrassing, because it's shameful. And I'm only saying this because I know I've been through it. I'm not judging you. I want y'all all to know that. Everything I say is because I've been through it. I've done it myself. I had mistakes that I made completely sober, no alcohol. I made that bad decision on green tea, baby. Sober AF. And I look back and I was just so ashamed of my behavior, ashamed of myself. I couldn't even look in the mirror and forgive myself. But once I started to get honest and say, you know what, Melinda, you did contribute to that behavior. You can't get mad and say, this man. You had a hand in it. And that was one of the hardest conversations I had with myself, is looking in the mirror and saying, I had a hand in this. He wasn't that smart that he played in my face. I let him do it. That was a hard conversation to have. Once I got past it, what do they say about addiction? You have to first acknowledge you have a problem. This is how you're going to build the confidence and express that behavior. I'm telling you step by step. You have to acknowledge you have a problem and you had a hand in having that problem. Accountability, correct. I always get heartbreak by just loving a woman with my whole heart and showing too much kindness because you're too nice. And women see that and say, I'm going to use that. But it's not just women, it's men too. But I want to talk to you about building your confidence and stop being so dang nice. You got to be able to have firm boundaries. You got to, and I'm talking to someone that asked me a question on how to do that behavior. Once you look in the mirror and you acknowledge, I have a problem. I did this to myself. I put myself in a situation. Once you can have that tough conversation, and it's a hard conversation to have, I'm not going to lie to you. You then need to forgive yourself, okay? How do I forgive myself? For me personally, I had to acknowledge it. I would do daily affirmations in the mirror, and I'd be like, Melinda, I forgive you for this decision you made, and I would say the decision that I made. Melinda, I forgave you. This person experienced you, and they should have never had the time of day with you. Melinda, I forgive you for being so desperate that you did this. You got to call it out. The whole point of being able to call it out to yourself in the mirror, you're being accountable. You're restoring yourself. You're forgiving yourself to be able to believe you can make smart decisions. Because the reason why you're making bad decisions is because you don't believe you're capable of making good decisions. So look in the mirror, get really honest. I love the likes, but can I get gifts? Thank you. Please and thank you. Send gifts. Once you get into a vulnerable place, you're going to start to build your confidence because now when other people try to call out what you did, it's not going to hurt you anymore because you've already looked in the mirror and you've gotten really serious about what you've done and you've already forgiven yourself for that. If someone came to you and told you what you did in middle school, you would laugh at the story and be like, yeah, I was tripping. But if you were still in middle school and it happened, you'd be so embarrassed. You wouldn't want to go back to school the next day because you're still living in that shame. But you have to release yourself from the shame in order to move forward and build your self-esteem. Once you've acknowledged it, taken accountability, Accountability is saying you had a hand in this. Once you forgive yourself, the next thing you're going to do, send gifts. Send gifts. You're going to send gifts on TikTok because you're going to send gifts. I thought that was a mosquito. It's not. Okay. After you've done all that, you're going to get really intentional about yourself. There's no goal here. The goal is to actually love yourself again. The goal is to believe you can make smart decisions again. The goal is to be able to say, you know what? I was tripping. He wasn't all that. That was that delulu in my head that made me think he was all that when he wasn't. I didn't miss out on that job. I thought I wanted that job, but you know what? I would have been calling out after 3 months. There's a reason why I didn't get that job. You got to start having serious conversations with yourself that things don't always have to go your way. Your blueprint to your life is going to change, but the goal should not. It's okay if you change the strategy on how you get to something, but don't change the goal. That's all I'm saying. The goal is happiness. The goal is fulfillment. Anyways, so when I stopped being nice to people, I started to really see people I surrounded myself with. That's another thing. When you're too nice, you're going to attract people that don't even like you. I know that's crazy. You're going to attract people that don't even like you for real. They were just there because they could use you. And once I started getting firm on my boundaries, I realized, man, I have so many people around me that don't like me, that don't give up about me. And once I started seeing, when I said God was like, when it talks about in the Bible that you remove the veil from the bride, baby, when I said God was like, let me show you what you did to yourself trying to be a people pleaser. And I looked around and I had nothing but users around me. Nothing but people that can call on me, but I couldn't call on them. Nothing but people that knew my number when they were in hard times, but when I called them during my hard time, they didn't even answer the phone. You know how you be saying, and I learned through a friendship that fell out. And I don't even think this person know they fell out with me. Because to me, when I'm done with you, I'm someone, I will give you chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance because I value friendship. But once you do that one more straw that broke the camel's back, I silently leave you alone. I'm not into confrontation. I'm not into calling you out online. I'm not into doing none of that because I know that all my friends are intelligent. All my friends are emotionally available. So at any point in time, you didn't sit down and analyze your behavior or reach out to me and say, hey, I noticed this and this between us. If that doesn't happen, baby, friendship gone. You know what I'm trying to say? So anyways, once I started to stop being so nice, I started to realize a lot of people around me enjoyed my benefits, but not me. It was like, if I could just take the benefit from her and take her out the equation, I would. Once I realized that, I want to just say, like, I was like, dang, why was I even calling that a friendship? That's not a friendship. I had to change my definition of what a friendship was because that's not what it was. Me having to always give, me always having to piece things together. And if I don't piece it together, it's just not going to happen. It felt like I was friends with a bunch of people that were unable, even though I would see them with other friends fully capable. I would say, oh, thank you for the gift. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Send gifts. I like the likes, but send gifts. When I started to see like something as simple as for my birthday, people did not celebrate me. I had to down my birthday so many times, try to water it down and make it digestible for people that didn't even like me. I was friends with this girl for so many years. Our birthdays are a day apart, y'all. And for some reason, she couldn't show up for me because she had a curfew. As an adult, she had a curfew. But when it came time for her to sneak out with her man who was cheating on her, she had no problem breaking that curfew. But for the girl that you call and want to tell your business to and crying about this man, you couldn't break your curfew for me on my birthday? Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. When I started seeing behavior like that, I got out of people's face. I didn't have one more conversation. I didn't need clarity. I gave myself clarity by walking away. I gave myself peace by letting myself off the hook, by saying, I don't have to have a conversation that clarifies things. Your behavior just clarified everything. It's me, huh? Okay, I'm cool. I'm gone. I'm out your face. And then other instances where I was noticing that when it came time for my birthday, everybody, I'm talking about, I would see when people don't, this is the thing about social media. Y'all be thinking people just sit there and watch our page. People can see how you really feel by something as simple as a post. I would see so many people I'm friends with posting about other people on their birthday, 4 to 5 pictures. Cool. It come time for my birthday, crickets. You did one post and it's something on my page. It's never a picture we took together, even though we've taken plenty of pictures together. It's never a shout out. It's never a happy birthday text. There were people that I was getting birthday gifts. Like on their birthday, I would have a gift for them, and I couldn't even get a birthday card out of these people. There have been people that have slept at my house, too drunk to go home. I'd have made them breakfast the very next morning, trying to be a good host. Couldn't even get a birthday card out of them. This is what I mean by too nice. You know what I'm saying? Is this starting to make sense to y'all, chat? Can I get some gifts in the chat? Drop some emojis. Drop something. Don't just like the live. I want you to actually interact. Like, say something. Don't just sit. You know how hard it is to sit here and just talk to myself? There's literally no one. And this is why I talk to myself when the camera's not on. Can y'all say something? This is water. Oh my God. I never knew water could taste so good after being sick. Drop some emojis in the chat. Drop some gifts. Yes. See, you get it. Yeah. I'm doing a temperature check, y'all. What's up? Y'all get me? Y'all got me? Y'all got questions before I continue? This is dialogue. When two people talk, I shouldn't be just talking at you. There are 15 people in here and only one person's interacting with me. This is weird. Okay. How do I proceed? Proceed what, though? Where are you trying to go? It's never how do I go forward, but what direction are you trying to go? Okay, to get respect for who? You want to give yourself respect? Do you have self-respect, or you're trying to get respect from someone else? I need you to be really clear about what you're asking me. I don't want to assume. I need you to clarify. From my wife. Damn. Sorry. You need to have conversations with her. Let me be clear. I'm not married. I can only give single advice. You need to have a conversation with your wife. You need to be able. Here's the thing. I had to say this to my little brother. Women are all about facts in the moment. You can't bring up something that happened 2-3 months ago. You have to be able to address something right when it happens. It's just like training a puppy. When it pees, you can't let it outside. Then when it comes back in, you put it in the cage. When it pees, you need to grab its face and say, what is this? Right in the moment. So it knows you're not supposed to pee in the house. Then you let it outside and then it goes in the crate. You know what I'm trying to say? You need to have a conversation about the disrespect. Because obviously, if you don't have respect, then guess what that means? You have disrespect. Where's the disrespect coming from? You have to be able to bring up situations of when disrespect happened, but I highly recommend you bring it up the moment it happens, because then they can't say they don't know what you're talking about. Because people like to gaslight you when they don't want to be accountable. People like to say, I don't know what you're talking about. So quick. You got to be able to say right here, right now, what you just did. And I think a part of being too nice is we're too afraid to call people out because we want them to like us. And we think that if we make it hard for them, they're not going to like us, then they're going to leave. But here's the truth. People should want to like you for who you are. You shouldn't have to modify yourself, water yourself down just to be liked. That's crazy to me. And again, I'm speaking from the standpoint of someone that used to do it. I'm not judging any of y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all on TikTok and YouTube. I'm telling you what I used to do. I used to water myself down and people still didn't like me. I used to show up as myself and I saw the reaction I was getting out of people and I didn't like that. Then I would give myself up, meaning I would try to do all these things to be liked and water myself down and put myself on the back burner. You know, when you're cooking food, the most important food is always on the front burner. And then when you're almost done cooking the food, you just want to keep it warm while you cook the next main dish, you put on the back burner. I kept making myself on the back burner instead of being the front. And once I learned to stop doing that, I started to have my way. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Once I stopped being so nice, here's the other thing about not being nice anymore, y'all. Okay, I see. Another thing about not being nice, I'm always in love with women that don't have me, because you are attracted to wanting validation from them. Gold mark homes and properties because you want validation. That's what you're doing. When you like people that don't like you, it's because you want validation. That's all it is. What's something you had to unlearn to become a woman you are to? Oh, child. I said it early in the live. There's no reward for sacrifice. That's what I had to learn. As a black woman, we're always told, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. And it transferred into my relationships with people, not just with men, even in friendships, even in family. I always would be the sacrifice. No one even asked me to be the sacrifice. That's the catch, y'all. No one asked me to be the sacrifice. I just decided I'm going to be the sacrifice. And they're going to love me because I sacrificed myself. Doesn't that sound crazy? Can y'all send gifts? I thank you for the likes, but send gifts. Let's be for real. BFF, be for real. Anyways, stop being the sacrifice. There's no reward for suffering. Stop suffering. I had to learn to speak. Another thing I wanted to say with y'all, I had to learn to speak up for myself. When I say stop being nice, you need to be able to look at people's personalities, characteristics, and call it out. As women, we're taught not to do that. Don't be too bold. Don't be too loud. Don't be too charismatic. Don't be funnier than him. Don't have a better career than him. Don't make more money than him. What is that sample Beyonce did? As women, we're taught to shrink ourselves for men. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn to stop shrinking myself to be digestible for other people. I had to learn that it's better they know who I am right now, because then I know they didn't like me for me, not because I try to cosplay as what I think they wanted out of me. Send gifts, y'all. Can I get some gifts in the live? Yes. Just followed you. Thank you for the follow. All right. Once you stop being so nice, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's going to be an adjustment and you can't even get mad, but people are not going to like you. Why aren't they going to like me? Because you presented as one thing and now you're something else. If I bought a bag of groceries, you listening? Because we all been to the grocery store. The nice girl doesn't win ever. If I bought a bag of groceries for $100 and by the time I get home, I find out I have someone else's groceries, am I not going to be mad? I'm not going to be mad if I got more than what I originally bought, but I'm damn sure going to get mad if I got the wrong groceries and the person was vegan. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be like, you son of a, ooh. You get what I'm trying to say? This is the best example I can kind of give off the top of my head. You want to leave with what you intended to purchase and leave the store with. You don't want to leave and go home, unpack, and realize I got the wrong thing. It was never the wrong thing. The person was presenting as something they're not. And that's why they don't like you, because they know you're being fake. They know you're doing it for the likes. And it's hard to be friends with someone like that because you don't know what person you're getting right now. You want to know what kind of person you are straight up so you know offhand without wasting your own time. Where is this going? Is this a friendship? Is this someone I just called hang out for a good time? Is this someone that can pray with me? Where does this person fit? So be Chad and Tyrone, who does not care about anything. Why do you keep saying does not care when that's not what I said at all? I never said that. I want you to clarify what you're asking me when I'm asking you questions back, because I feel like you're misinterpreting a lot of what I'm saying. And I hope you're not, I hope you're not trying to make this something it's not. I never said not care. I said you need to be okay with yourself. Stop seeking validation from others. And you said something about, trying to get respect from someone. I said you need to have the conversation of what's causing the disrespect, calling out their behavior. I don't think I ever once said not care. Okay, let us continue. The reason why people are not going to like you when you change is because you're presenting as something that you never presented in the beginning. And it's not fair to them because now you've also wasted their time. And a part of how I stopped being so nice was I started getting really intentional about what I wanted. This is a part of putting yourself on the front burner. This is like when you're cooking food. The most important dishes are always in the front burner. The ones on the back are like the sides, the whatever I get to when I can get to. Just stay warm until I'm ready for you. But you want to learn to be the front burner of the whole cooking spiel example. How I stopped being so nice was I got really intentional about what I wanted. I started looking at people's characteristics and their behavior, and I stopped lying to myself. I looked right at people for what they are. Women, I'm talking to y'all. We love to be delusional. Can I be honest with y'all? Men have better standards than women. Men, in fact, have better standards than women. The only difference between them and us is I know y'all say they'll sleep with anything because men are praised for sleeping with as many women as they can, no matter what they look like. Women are shamed for having multiple partners. But men stick to their standard. If you're not what he want, notice how so many women are trying to force men into relationships and they don't want it because they're trying to politely say to you, you're not my standard. You're good enough for now, but you're not my standard where I would claim you. Why do we seek validation from others? Because we haven't learned how to validate ourselves. They really do. They wouldn't put up with what we do. They wouldn't. Why do you think so many men leave when they get cheated on? Why do you think so many women stay when they get cheated on? The reason why, and I had to learn this, some of y'all don't even know this about yourselves. You are hot in the pants. I'm talking about sex. I have to spell it because TikTok is sensitive. You're hot in the pants. And the reason why you sleep with guys so quickly is because you like their validation. You like when he's saying, ooh, ooh, ah, I like how you put it on me. It's the only time you're able to get that man to give you his undivided attention. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I get a little deeper? Can I go a little deeper, y'all? The reason why y'all so hot in the pants and you can't date a man a long time without giving your body up is because you seek his validation. You know what I'm saying? It's the only time you can get him to give you his undivided attention without being on his phone, without being out with his homeboys, without looking at Instagram models. It's literally the only time you can get that man to just look at you. Not his phone, not his distractions, not his homeboys, not his what is it? 2K, Xbox, PS5. It's literally the only time you can get a man to give you his undivided attention. Am I lying? And it needs to stop the giving away of the body. I was on live when I was like first getting sick, and I was asking girls in the chat. I said, how many of y'all, when was the last time you've been able to date a man for at least 6 months without sleeping with him? No one in my chat said yes. Not one girl or guy said yes. And I was honest with them. I said, okay, can I tell you why that is? And I'm not judging any of y'all. Okay, how can people not like the nice, kind soul and friendly? Because you're coming off like a puppy, a dog. You're coming off like you don't have confidence in yourself. You're coming off like you need them to validate you. You're coming off, think about a golden retriever when you see them, how they wag their tail and they're so anxious to see you. You want to be more like a black cat. You want to be able to say, I'll take you or I'll leave you, back up. Because you being a little unavailable makes you more attractive. Okay, that's your opinion. Yeah. Anyways, you're dating a man, and some of y'all don't even be dating them. It be talking stages when y'all give it up. That's let's talk about it. Some of y'all can't date a man more than a few months without giving it up because you're seeking their validation. And I know a lot of men are going to tell y'all that's not true. Women enjoy just as men. That's not true. I don't know why men really believe in their mind women enjoy sexy time as much as men. That's not true. A lot of women would rather go eat food than roll around on a bed. A lot of women would rather go shopping. I'm one of them. I'd rather go shopping. If someone says sex or shopping, immediately shopping. I don't even have to think about it. If someone came up to me right now and said sex or shopping, which store? Can I go now? How much time do I have? I'm thinking about all this stuff I can get. I'm like, woo, shopping. And all men think about boobies, booty, ooh, gushy, wet, da-da-da-da. We don't care. We want to go shopping. And don't tempt me with a good time and say out of the country. I'm a pass out. Oh my God, shopping out of the country? Oh my God. Okay, let me just grab what I have. Okay, I'll be ready. How long before takeoff? You know what I mean? We don't see it the same way. We literally don't see it the same way. What about PPM? I don't know what PPM is. Oof, yo, me too. I'd rather go shopping. Shopping. I can't date the man. What? What? I can't date the man. Never ever again. Amen. How to get more positive mindset? Read books. Good to know. You need to read books. The Bible says the word will come by the renewing of your mind. Think about what happens when you read a book. All you're doing is repeating it in your brain. When you're reading a page, you're repeating it right here. You're training pay per meet. I'm not a prostitute. I don't know how to get PPM. I don't know how to get pay per meet. Pay per meet sounds like smex work. I'm not a prostitute. I have a job. Also, my wife is going shopping. I love shopping. I'll take shopping. Shopping. Give me shopping. Women love, you know why? Women love options. Women love the ideal. It's a fantasy that I get to walk into a store. I don't know what store it's going to be. Is it going to be dresses or is it going to be shoes? Women love a closet full of options, even if she don't go nowhere. You know how I know that? My sister. My sister has a big, huge walk-in closet. It's her bathroom. It's a his and hers bathroom, and it's just her bathroom. Her husband has his own separate bathroom. This is how much stuff my sister has. Walk-in closet. She has wigs on hangers. So many different wigs. My sister don't go anywhere, but she loves having options. Women love having options. Women love, if you take us out to eat, even though we know what we want to eat, we don't went on Yelp. We done looked at the picture. We're still going to look through the whole menu just in case they put something new that we didn't know that was on the menu because we love options. We love, oh Lord, you done gave me, you don't let me think about it. That's how women are. Men are very simple and subtle. Women love, let me see what are the options? With alcohol, without? You want green tea or mint tea? We love options. Why do you think it takes us so long to buy stuff when we go in the store? Why do you think when we go out with our girls, we're out for hours? We have one mission and the mission can turn to a side quest like this. We could be out and we'll be like, are you hungry? Yeah, where you want to eat at? Look at all these options. Look at all these options. We love options. Love it. Okay, I'm going to take my friends out to eat right now tonight. Now I understand. I don't know if I even got through to you. I feel like there's a miscommunication, but okay. Okay, so once I stopped being a people pleaser, there are going to be people that try to come back into your life to get you to be back on people pleasing mode because they miss their benefit. They don't miss you. Let me be clear. They don't miss you. They miss their benefit. Why don't you call me anymore? I miss my benefit. When am I going to see you? I miss my benefit. Man, you tripping. I miss my benefit. When y'all be telling me y'all be in situationships and the guy don't want to commit, but he keep this, he keep that, he miss his benefit. He don't miss you. If he could take the benefit and separate you from it, he would. Hold on. What do I need to do right now? I need to charge this. My Mac is about to die. I'm going to take my friends out. If someone does not like you, how to not take it personal. You need to build your self-esteem. I need to get my charger. I know y'all, I have not been charging my devices. I'm sorry. Hold on. Woo. That's not it. I don't know what my charger is. I hate this for me. Okay. Oh, I know y'all hate me. 2026, I'm going to charge my devices more often. I promise. Okay, how to not take it personal? When you take it personal, it's because you're too invested. You're too invested. You've given so much and you're not seeing the benefit of what you've given. That's why you take it personal. You've given too much. That goes into being too nice. You've given so much because you thought you were going to get something from everything you gave. Learn to give to the point where it doesn't matter if they give you anything back. It doesn't matter because you did out the kindness of your heart, not with the expectancy of getting something in return. So when they do that, you don't even trip. You go, okay, cool. I wasn't expecting anything back. Anyways, once I stopped being so nice, there are gonna be people, and you too, when you stop being so nice, there are gonna be people that come back to you to try to see, did you really change? Now that you've gone X amount of time without this, can I get this out of you? And the reason why I was saying that y'all can't even date men long without giving it up is because it's validation. Once you validate yourself, I always give this example of Tyra Banks. Y'all know the show America's Next Top Model? If you know the show America's Next Top Model, drop emojis in the chat. America's Next Top Model. Y'all ever seen that show? I think I've watched every single episode. Especially right before I go on vacation, like out of the country. I would look at the show, watch a few episodes because I was like, oh girl, you about to be here, you about to be there, you wanna take pictures, you wanna be able to stop looking so the same. Okay, I got one person that know the show because I got one emoji, two emojis. I got two emojis. Okay. And this is me talking about America's Next Top Model. If Tyra Banks started America's Next Top Model tomorrow, and she calls you and she says, I want you on my show. What's one of the first things? I'm trying to have an interactive conversation before I go to the next point. What's one of the first things you're going to do if you know you're going to be on television, national television? What's one of the first things you're going to do once you know you're going to be on national television on a very large scale? Tell me, chat, talk to me. What's one of the first things you can think of that you have to do before you get on national television? Is it 5 o'clock? Make sure my maintenance is set. Okay, B. Be self-aware, yup, because you don't want to look like someone that never had nothing on TV. Get as pretty as possible, presentable. Okay. Well, what else? There's 19 people in here. There should be a lot more conversation and chatter. Unless y'all put the phone down and walked away and I'm live talking to myself, because that's the kind of energy I'm getting right now. Prepare myself. Prepare yourself how? Prepare yourself how? Clarify. Are you getting your car cleaned? Are you getting new shoes? What prepare yourself how? Are you praying? Are you reading the Bible? Are you asking for protection? Prepare yourself how? Tell us. I need to see a little bit more chatter in the chat. A little bit more in the chat. I'm supposed to be cleaning. Oh, it is 5. It's 5:48. Learn to communicate effectively in public speaking. You know what I want to point out to y'all? Why I said that? I presented you with an opportunity. I made it all about you. And what kind of responses did y'all give me? Y'all gave me responses that were all about you. When y'all come on here and ask me questions about other people, it's because you don't make enough things about yourself. If you had an opportunity tomorrow, you think you'd be worried about getting respect from someone, not taking things personal? Why did they treat me like that? No. You know what you're going to be worried about? I'm about to do this and this and this and this. That's why I tell y'all need to learn how to be excited about your life. You need to learn to have things in place where it doesn't matter what people are doing. You're so excited about your life. You don't care what they're doing. Oh, so what? So what? I'm about to be on TV. I'm about to get all the rappers. I know that's what I'm going to be saying. I'm like, I'm going to NBA game. I'm finna go get this guy. This guy finna let him know I'm here. Hello. You know why? Because you're excited about something new that has to do with you. Y'all are asking me about people, and the questions y'all are asking me, these people don't care about you that much. Learn how to change it. See how I got you to think about you? That was intentional. When I asked y'all in the chat, what would you do if tomorrow this opportunity came? I'm intentionally trying to change your Wi-Fi signal. I'm intentionally trying to tell you, make things about yourself. See how I gave you the feeling without doing anything? I just asked a simple question. What would you do? See how we went from talking about other people, how they don't respect you, how they take up your time, how they this, how they that, and now you're talking about what you do for yourself. I made you excited about something. That's how your life needs to be. You need to be excited about your life no matter what everybody else is trying to do to you. The key word is trying. Yes, there will be people that disrespect you, but they can't keep trying you if you limit their access. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm trying to connect for y'all up here. There are going to be people that try you even if you're nice. But look forward to your life. It doesn't matter if they mistreated you, because you know what God is about to give you is far greater than their disrespect. That's how I stopped being nice. That's how I stopped taking things personal. Oh, you don't like me? Oh, you don't want to talk, like develop our friendship? Oh, okay, cool. No problem. I got excited about the life that I was creating for myself. I started looking at everything I wanted and making little goals to go after it. Y'all think I decided to go live on TikTok without anyone talking to me? TikTok was shadow banning my views. And instead of me getting mad and saying, why is TikTok doing this? Is it because I'm Black? I said, nope. I'm going to get excited about my life again. I'm going to get on live every chance I get, and I'm just going to talk. And whoever shows up is supposed to be there, and whoever don't. I'm literally showing you living proof that I get up and I don't let what the algorithm is doing to my videos deter me. I don't let what people are saying about me. Look at her trying to be a content creator, talking about life and being too nice and men. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me, how you feel about me. I'm showing up as myself and I'm live and I'm talking to y'all. It's because you helping people. But imagine if I got so hung up on what people said about me, so hung up on the people that don't value me, I wouldn't be here. I would still be watching their Instagram, wondering why they don't appreciate me, wondering why they don't value me, wondering. But instead I get on TikTok and I go live and act like they don't exist. Like, okay, cool. You want to be shady? Be shady over there. Don't you think that bothers them? What they meant as an attack actually helped me pivot? You think in their mind, they're like, dang, she don't call me no more. Dang, she don't be looking at my page no more. Dang, we're not even friends on social media. Everything they try to do to hurt me took me exactly where I'm supposed to be. So stop worrying about why this person doesn't respect me. Why did they make that decision? Why is it that when I'm nice, people use me? Stop doing that. Get excited about your life and go in another direction. Why doesn't this person want to repost my videos? Why does this person talk bad about me just because I'm posting my content? Why are they talking bad about my makeup when I just want to improve my looks? Who cares? Guess what, y'all? We're all going to die at the end of this. All of us. No one makes it out alive. You know that, right? Okay, cool. Okay, the society has taught me that there's always a reward for everyone's work and pleasing. I want you to know society did that so they can pimp you for your free labor. How many times have you heard you don't know one honest billionaire? Look at what P. Diddy did to all those people. He made them do all that work with the promise of something at the end of it. And a lot of them got nothing. The only reason why 50 Cent got all those footages of P. Diddy because P. Diddy didn't pay the cameraman. Do you see how what Diddy tried to use against someone and went against him? He thought he was going to get all this free footage from someone, not pay them. Little did he know that was going to be the very footage that 50 Cent pays that guy for. Isn't that crazy how that works? Sometimes when people try to plot against you, it sets them up. Oh, here we go. Okay. So back to being too nice. Okay. How long have I been live? Okay. YouTube says an hour. I think I can give more valid points. When I stopped being nice, I stopped getting played with and I started getting exactly what I wanted. What do I mean? Because isn't that the whole point of me telling you stop being nice? Okay, if I'm not going to be nice, what am I going to be? And what am I going to get out of it? Because we're people. We want to know what's in it for me. That's by nature. Everybody wants to know what's in it for me. What am I getting out of this? What's in it for me? When I stopped being nice, I'm telling you from experience, y'all, when I stopped overlooking people's flaws, when I stopped being delusional about how someone was treating me, mistreating me, when I stopped all of that, it made me so strong. How did it make you strong? How did that make you strong? Because I was choosing to be honest. It's really, really hard to be honest with yourself. It's harder than people understand. It's so hard to be honest with yourself. That's why you're okay with looking at someone and being delusional because you're desperate. That's why you're okay with looking at a friendship and saying, it's just a flaw that they have. That's why it's okay to look at a partner and say, they're working on it. I'm not saying to be strict. I'm saying to be honest. Yes, they're not the smartest. Yes, they have things to work on, but stop lying to yourself about what's in front of you because then you're going to have these unrealistic expectations. And the thing about being honest is I let a lot of people off the hook from my delusional expectations. I stopped making other people responsible to make me happy. Can I get some likes on the live? Damn, y'all bone dry today. Is it because y'all back from holiday? I'm off. I'm off tomorrow too. Can I get some gifts? My God, am I talking to myself? I'm talking to myself. When you are honest with yourself, it's going to change the way you interact with people because now you're not delusional. Now you're not going off of the lie of if I'm a good person, if I sacrifice, I'll get a reward. You're looking at it for exactly what it is. There's no reward. Either I'm going to take you or I'm going to leave you. Okay, hon, I have to go back to work, but thank you. Enjoy. I think now I got through to you. Enjoy. I had to let a lot of my delusion go. And I had to realize, first of all, I'm very delusional. I didn't realize I was that delusional until I started looking at people for exactly what they are, exactly how they presented. Once I started being honest with myself, it forced me to be honest with other people. Because I wasn't lying to myself. So why am I going to lie to you if I don't even lie to myself? When I looked in the mirror, I got really intentional, y'all. I got really intentional about everything I didn't like. And I said, I'm going to fix this. I can fix this. And if I can't fix it, I can pray my way through the answer. But this has got to change. And then I didn't want to lie to other people because nobody's lying to me. Why I got to lie to you and make you feel good? No one is lying to me to make me feel good. So why do I have to lie to you so you can feel good? No, we all going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, let's talk about it. Can I get some more likes for the live? Can I get some gifts in the live, darling? So once I started being honest, a lot of things started to shift for me. One of the things that shifted for me was my perspective of myself, or my perception of myself and of other people. I stopped trying to be a people pleaser. I stopped trying to be loved. I just wanted to be valued. I'd rather be valued than to be loved because love can be taken away the moment you do something they don't like. But value does not change. I may not respect you. I may not like you, but your value doesn't change just because I feel that kind of way about you. Okay, identify. Once I started, once I stopped being a people pleaser, it was a wrap. We done lying to each other. Now let's talk about it. Okay, people cannot see your value though. But guess what? When you value yourself and you see someone doesn't value you, you won't stay there because you value yourself enough to know it's time to go. But when you don't value yourself and you see they don't value you, you'll stay. You see the difference? Once you value yourself, your value won't change because the moment you see the environment you're in doesn't value you, you'll leave. Because you're not going to allow your value to go down just because they don't want to see it. And sometimes people see your value, but they're trying to rely on the fact that you're delusional to use you. I know because I'm a retired people pleaser, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm a retired people pleaser. When I used to be a people pleaser, y'all, it was so painful. I had to be so many different personalities, so many different characters, and people still didn't like me. Value with self-respect, exactly. But that value you have for yourself is the self-respect. I feel like they're one and the same. I feel like they go together real bad. You can't have one eye without the other. I mean, you can, but don't you want both? That's all I'm saying. How to not let people annoy you and get in your head. How to not give your power away. I want to say that's going to come with time. There's no answer for that because you know you better than anyone else. What worked for me may not work for you. When I started learning to spend time with myself and I could take you or leave you, it became hard for people to get access to me. I could stand alone. I can go to parties by myself and meet people there. I feel like I can make friends anywhere, in my humble opinion. I'm that confident in myself. I feel like I get up every day and look forward to my life. Like, look, I got a little bit of makeup on. I value myself enough that when I get up in the morning, I don't just throw on clothes and go out the door and rely on society to value me. I value myself by making sure I brush my hair, I'm presentable, my teeth look nice, my makeup looks nice, even if it's light everyday makeup, because I value myself that I want to present stronger. I don't want to just rely on my genetics. So if someone tried to come up to me today and say, you don't even look good, I'm like, I know you lying, because I took time to value myself first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, it's like I showered myself and put on the armor and the body of Christ. I say my affirmations every morning in the mirror because it's just me and God right here, me and me. Get ready for my day. Think about all the things I have to do and pray for protection and head out. What about having friends who don't value themselves and want you to lie to them about their delusions? That is a terrible friendship. If someone has to force your hand to lie to them, you're going to eventually lie to yourself. You can't separate the two. I tell people this all the time, especially with work. What I do for 40 hours a week does not turn off when I close the laptop. We're humans. We're creatures of habit. They're training you to lie to them, and that's going to train you to lie to yourself. It's not something you just turn off because of the fact that they want to be lied to. If you're firm in who you are and you don't like lying to people, you're not going to lie to them. But if you want to be a people pleaser, you want to be liked, and lying to them makes you feel like a better friend, then you're going to lie to them and you're going to lie to yourself. But a real friend is going to remain in their morals. What does your moral compass tell you? Is it better for you to lie to them? Because if you lie to them, you'll lie to yourself. Like I told y'all, I'm a retired people pleaser. When I stopped lying to myself, I had to stop lying to other people. Because every time I even thought about telling them a lie, something inside of me, even if I didn't show it, something inside of me would be like, ooh, you telling a lie. Ooh, you lying. Do you think people like being lied to? Think about how people make you feel when you catch them in the lie. Especially when you catch them in the lie and they don't realize you caught them in the lie. It comes off deceitful, untrustworthy, low class, because with liars, you never know what you're going to get because they're liars. How to get more confidence in yourself and don't seek validation from other people. Do things that you think you can't do. The more you do things you think you can't do, the more confidence you're going to build in yourself. I never thought, can I get some more likes for the live? Y'all bone dry today. I never thought as a Black woman, I could travel various countries by myself. I never saw that for me. I always thought I was going to be with somebody dating wise, a family member, or with friends. It took so many people disappointing me that I had to force myself to do it. And now I do it happily. Now I do it with confidence. Now I have so many people tell me, oh my God, I don't know how you're so confident. Like, I love how you go to the beat of your own drum. You don't realize people are watching you, but they're watching you. That's good advice. Thanks. You're welcome. If you have to lie to your friends, you have to lie to yourself. Is it worth it? Imagine when you die, God is like, I was going to send you to heaven, but I realized you a liar. You're going to be like, she made me do it. And God's going to look at you like, nobody can make you do anything. You have free will. Go to hell. You're going to be like, oh, whoa, from a lie? You going to send me with the killers from a lie? Them lies be hurting people, y'all. But anyways, when I stopped being a people pleaser, when I stopped lying to myself and telling myself the truth, it forced me to tell other people the truth, and it made me not nice. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It made me almost unpleasant. I would tell people what it was straight up. And you know what? I love that for me because now being honest made me have a lot less regrets. When I told people how I feel instead of trying to hold it in and be liked, I had a lot less regrets. I never had to look back and say, dang, I wish I would have this. I stopped doing that. I'm proud of you, girl. You did your big one. You told him. I don't know who he think he playing with. You know, that's how I felt. Yes, you are right. I guess I have to live with the fact that my friend will think I'm a mean person, but you are right. You should just be able to say when they want you to lie, look at them and say, do you want me to be honest or do you want me to lie to you? Turn it back into a question. When they're asking you something and you know they want you to lie, Look at them and say, do you want me to be honest with you or do you want me to lie to you? So that way there's no confusion as to what's coming out your mouth next. They will know it's a lie because they asked to be lied to, or they will know it's the truth because they asked for the truth. And I know the reason why people don't like the truth because the truth is ugly. Make sure you're mindful of how you say things. There's a way to say things. You don't have to be so blunt because then it's going to make people, you probably have a friend that's sensitive. That's why they don't like the truth because they don't like the delivery. You can say mean things in a nice way. It's called nice nasty. I'm working on that. Okay, how to not let people's behavior annoy you and remember it's them. Okay, Jade, you going through something because you done asked me 6 different questions about somebody else. What about you? Where are you at? Where's your confidence? Where's your self-esteem? Why don't you surround yourself with people that value you, respect you, love you, and don't have you on some stranger's live asking how to get self-respect, how to not be annoyed? Is it a family member? Is it a husband? Is it a wife? Because why this person that's making you go through hell and high water, why they not on my live asking for your forgiveness? You just start looking at your life and saying, why am I attracting this situation? When I started being honest with people started to know they couldn't come to me with that BS. I promise you. People knew, oh, don't ask her that. Don't even ask her that. She's gonna do right. She's gonna tell you what it is. Start asking yourself, why am I attracting people that want me to lie to them? Why am I attracting people that annoy me and don't respect me? Why am I attracting people that are trying to make it seem like I'm useless? Start asking yourself those questions. Stop asking about their behavior. It doesn't matter what they're doing. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You can't control other people's behavior. You can only control yours. And the first thing you should do, if you know you're not being valued, why are you still there? That's silly to me. Is it a family member? Is it a parent? Is it someone that you absolutely can't leave? Are you like a parent and this person has special needs and they depend on you? If not, get up and walk away. We don't have to be captive to people that don't like us. I told you at the beginning of the live, there is no reward for suffering. It's my workplace. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We need to pray. That's why I started working remote. Okay, now I hear you, girl. Hold on. You need to learn to be nice, nasty at work. You need to learn to be nice, presenting, affirmative, and please stop playing with me. I'm only here to work. I'm not your friend. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, child, because that workplace would be the devil every time. I used to fight demons going to work. I used to be like, ugh. Don't you hate when it's the people that they know you don't like them and they be all in your face? There are people that thrive from knowing you don't like them and they're annoying you. There are literally people in this world that thrive from knowing you don't like them and it's annoying you. Do you know that? And don't feel guilty for standing up for yourself. Yup. That's something I had to learn. Yup. Why are you laughing, girl? Lady Rebecca, what's funny? Why are you laughing? Girl. I have to thank God for COVID-19. I'm sorry for everybody that lost somebody during COVID. I'm sorry for that COVID-19 happened. COVID-19 showed me that I had no backbone. I never saw myself working remote until COVID-19 happened. Someone in my building that I was working for caught COVID-19. They didn't want to tell us. They sent us all home with our laptops. I'm talking about it was mid-morning. It's 9 a.m. Shift ain't even start for real. I'm on my second cup of coffee, my third break. Oh, here, take your laptop, go home. I'm like, what happened? It wasn't until we were home in our laptops that they told us the next day someone in the office caught COVID. They didn't even want to tell us to our face. But I get it. They didn't want us there any longer. They are the monitoring spirits at work. I hate monitoring spirits. That's why all my social media is my fake name. Even my Facebook is Malin Slay. It will never be my real name. So them heifers can't look me up. I'm not saying it's going to stop them from eventually locating me, but it means you had to dig. You really had to come look for me. It's not my Microsoft Teams name. I can tell you that. But anyways, what I learned about not being nice, it's okay to stick up for yourself. It's okay to tell people I'm not accepting that. There's no reward for being the sacrifice, my dear. I had to learn that. And don't feel bad. People are really good at manipulating you and making you think you're making a bad decision when you're not. People are really, really good at that, especially car salesmen. Car salesmen will sell you a car. They will sell you a Honda for $650 a month and tell you this is a deal. Why don't you want this deal? Because they got all these kids to feed when they go home. Okay, but if you don't know the market and know you're paying too much, then you're going to fall for the trick and say, maybe it is a deal. Maybe they do want the best for me. What I learned when I started sticking up for myself is, if you don't like me, why do you have a problem with the fact that I'm setting a boundary? I can't tell you how many situations. I think I've had more situationships than actual relationships, y'all. I'm going behind my own curtain and telling. When I started getting intentional with myself and I demanded, exactly, I'm making sure I'm reading the comments. When I became intentional with myself and I demanded a man to be intentional with me, they were like that used car salesman. Why I gotta give you this? Why can't you take this? This is better. Me not being accountable and using your time whenever I want, this is better. It's better for the person selling you the deal because it benefits them. You think a used car salesman is worried about your budget? No. He worried about his bill and getting his deal. You think your coworker that's bothering you, you think they're worried about your mental health and the things they're doing to you right now? No. They're trying to get you out of there. They're trying to get you to quit. Because the moment it starts to bother you and they can see it, some people are so negative, they can only shine when it's a dark room. Some people are so negative, they thrive from taking from you. It doesn't matter who it is they're taking from. They're taking from somebody because they don't have enough to give to themselves. Remember, I don't know if y'all heard this story. I think she worked at McDonald's, but the manager was bullying her and she ended up like 9 times, and the manager was a mom and the manager didn't make it. Y'all don't be knowing when y'all pushing people to their last limit, to the brink of committing a crime until it's too late. She meant it when she said you got the wrong one. Too late. How can I learn self-love and self-confidence because I'm always being exploited by others? Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. Are you the one that's been asking me questions, or is it somebody else? Hold on. No, Jade was asking me all the questions. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. Step 1, look at someone that you would switch places with. Okay, that's step 1. For me, I would switch places with Kenya Moore. I don't know if you know who Kenya Moore is. She's a model. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But before there was a Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore is a supermodel. She's won Miss America, Miss USA. She exudes beauty. Everything about her, hunty. You can say what you want about Kenya Moore, but Kenya Moore is a gorgeous, gorgeous girl, okay? Look at someone that you admire and start getting pieces of what do you admire about them? Do you admire the way they speak, the way they dress, the way they act, their boundaries? I looked at Kenya Moore and started grabbing little things that I like about Kenya Moore and started duplicating it. I remember I bought a purple dress all because Kenya Moore had a purple dress. I remember seeing Kenya Moore have curly hair and I love the shape of it around her face. And let me remind y'all, I like Kenya Moore because she has my same skin complexion. So if you're my skin complexion, don't be trying to mimic Alicia Keys. It's not going to look right. You want someone that has your same complexion and look to their confidence and borrow their confidence in what they do. What is it about them that makes you admire them? Let's talk about Beyonce, because y'all know I like Beyonce. What is it about Beyonce that you like so much? You don't even know Beyonce. I know y'all crazy and Delulu, but you don't know Beyonce. Beyonce don't even know you. Why are you buying all this stuff? Love you so much. Hey, Corey. Mwah. Why do y'all like Beyonce so much? Y'all never met Beyonce a day in y'all life. Why do you like Beyonce so much? Because Beyonce exudes fierceness. She exudes ain't gonna take no BS. Hard worker. You can't say anything was given to her. She be working. We got to the point where we asked Beyonce if she owed the IRS because she be working. We like, dang, Beyonce, what else? Thank you, Corey. Look at someone who has your complexion. And I say complexion because it's going to help you with your appearance. It's going to help you Look at your hair, look at your makeup, look at how you dress, your body shape, what outfits compliment you, what tones compliment you. I was talking about a purple dress. I never saw myself buying a purple dress. I was just on Fashion Nova and I saw an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Kenya Moore, y'all know Kenya Moore, her favorite color is purple. All of her brands, purple shampoo, purple, the purple hair salon. I saw this beautiful purple, deep purple dress on Kenya Moore. I got on Fashion Nova. I bought me a purple dress. I saw this beautiful, big curly hairstyle from Kenya Moore. Got my hair done curly. It almost gives you permission to play with your look because someone else has already done it. That's why I say your complexion. Only if you're doing the experiment of, I'm going to change my look and I want more confidence. To answer your question about how to get more confidence, that's what I did. And then eventually along the way, while you're doing all of these things, people are going to compliment you in other areas. And that's just that's how I built my confidence. Did I answer your question? Can I get some comments? Can I get some gifts? Can I get some likes? Did I answer your question? I think I answered your question. But are you still in the chat? Because I don't see your name. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, yay, you made it. Okay, yeah. So you want to look at people that have your complexion or people you look up to. Like, I love the way Anita Baker sings, especially when she sings Sweet Love. So I would look at her music videos and I would be like, what is drawing me to this person? Sometimes you got to look at the inspiration a person is giving you and analyze it. I'm a Virgo. I like to analyze things to the very detail. I'm talking about things most people don't see, I see. And it makes a difference in my life. I love the all black and white videos Anita Baker has. I love that she has this black bodycon outfit, but it's sexy and seductive and sultry. It's not like an Instagram model. It's not showing off too much. It's not so stuck to her body. It's classy, sexy. It's seductive, but it's not, I got to be careful with my words because TikTok's sensitive. It's not like hooker. It's very graceful. It's very sweet love, dazzling love. Let's dance with me love. It's not like, let's hunch. You know, it's very, like those are the kind of things I like to look at to build my confidence. I be analyzing the inspiration you give me. I don't know what inspiration I be giving you. We got Cannon, Corey in the building, y'all. How to make new kind friends. Okay. I kind of am repeating the answers to you because I feel like you're missing some of it, Jade. You have to do things you didn't even know you were capable of. You have to try things you didn't, even if you fail. It's going to change something in your brain. It's going to make you say, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could do that. I'm not telling you to go skydiving, darling. That's not what I'm telling you because, girl, I'm cool off that. I'm not telling you to swim with the sharks. I'm telling you the idea you have of yourself is so warped. This is you in a bubble. You need to expand that bubble by doing things you didn't even know you were capable of, by doing things you've never done. It's going to change your brain chemistry and how you see yourself. It's going to make you more ambitious. It's going to make you more adventurous. You're going to expect more out of life because you've been giving yourself more. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how to make kind friends. Be the kind of person people want to be friends with. See the difference? See how I'm not making it someone's responsibility to be my friend? Do you see what I did there? But I'm being the kind of friend I would want to be, and that's going to make people want to be your friend. Instead of trying to audition and try to be something you think they want you to be better than that. Be something you didn't even know you could be. But I'm not telling you to, once you become that person, don't just give it away willy-nilly. Have some standards for yourself. You make friends by going outside and trying things, you like doing, and you meet people who you like doing, exactly. When you're out doing things you like, you're going to meet someone in that environment. This is what Corey's saying. You're going to basically meet someone in that environment and notice we both have this in common. We both like to do this. Let's try doing this another day together. But you have to get out and do something. You can't sit here and ask how. In order to get to it, you got to get in it. You got to start actively doing it. So for me, go outside. Go outside and the things you like to do. Everything doesn't have to be, I don't know. I don't even know who you are online or what you like to do, but everything doesn't have to be TikTok. I love TikTok. But when you're trying to meet people, try not to be on your phone. You're going to miss the moment. In other words, go touch grass. Please go touch some grass. Go touch a tree. Go hug a tree. And stay away from ice. And yeah, you should be able to be more than fine, I think. But make sure that you're building your self-esteem because nobody wants to be friends with someone who has low self-esteem, low confidence. People are gonna look at you and pity you. You don't want someone to pity you and be your friend because they feel sorry for you. You want them to be excited about the friendship. Like, oh, I met this dope girl at this event. I can't wait to link up with her. Versus, I felt kind of bad for her. She looked there. She looked so sad by herself on her phone, hunched over. You don't want to be that. You want to be the person that people are excited to hang out with. People are excited to see you again. You give great energy. You're so confident and sure of who you are, where you're going. Even when you don't know where you're going, people want to be around you because the energy you give off is always a good time. On the phone, hunched over as well. It's true. You can walk into any restaurant right now. There are going to be so many people on their phone, missing the moment. If you go to a concert, so many people on their live, showing the concert instead of enjoying the concert they just paid for. You know what I mean? You want to be present in the moment. Don't look like you're looking for something, but just be optimistic about what's going to come to you. I love hanging out. I love going out to like healthy environments. Like I had went to a chef cook-off last year. It was last year because December. It was December last month. And they even, I went to the chef cook-off. I reposted the video on my stories. And the person that was hosting the chef cook-off asked me, can I come back and be a judge? I was like, dang, all because I went out by myself? But unfortunately, I was in Florida that week. So I told them it didn't work for me. But they said they wanted to reach out again for the next event. I was like, okay. And guess what happened? I ended up being sick the next event. So I'm probably sure they're like, this girl unreliable. 1 week she in Florida, next week she's sick. I'm on the phone seeing your pretty face. What you gonna want to say now? Who are you? Hi, FTP Mo. Okay. I'm not saying anything crazy today, y'all. I just got over being sick and I'm just grateful that I can drink water again because I was fighting for my life a few weeks ago. I was deep in the trenches. But anyways, yeah, that you just gotta put your best foot forward and do more of the things you love, but also incorporate things you've never done before. It's gonna absolutely open up your brain to things you didn't even know. Like you're gonna be like, whoa, I could do this. You have to give yourself permission. I know it's crazy to talk about. You literally have to give yourself permission to do whatever it is you want to do, even if you've never done it. That's how a lot of these people are successful. They looked at something, they had no idea how they're going to accomplish it. They had no resources, no connections, no network. And day by day, they showed up. Day by day, the help came a little at a time. One networking event, one random place, one random stranger. Everybody's a stranger. Everybody you're friends with now was a stranger at one point in your life until you decided to pursue a friendship with them. So there's that. But anyways, y'all, I've been on live for an hour and 27 minutes. That's what YouTube is saying, y'all. If there's one more question I can answer. If not, I'm getting off. Like hanging up on y'all. Water. Thank you, God. Hydration. Don't leave. I got to spring clean. Now that I'm not sick, I can clean. I know that sounds like, why would you be? I was so sick I couldn't do any of my New Year cleaning. So now I'm feeling better. I got to get to it. How to sharpen discernment. Oh man, that's going to come with trial and error, to be honest. The more you're out, the more you're allowing people into your space, it's gonna just reveal itself. Like y'all, no cap. I went to a boot camp by myself. I do a lot of things by myself. I went to a boot camp on the first day of the New Year, sick. And I was like, I'm still gonna get this workout in. And one of the girls asked me, what kind of camera is that? And I showed her my camera. Why? And this goes in with your comment of how to have discernment. Who's this? Oh, shoot. Hi. I don't know how I did this.
Oh, very good. Did you want me to exit or did you want to battle?
Nah, exit. Thank you, love.
No problem.
Okay, sorry, y'all. I wanted to answer your question. I would have definitely battled. But okay, yeah. So the girl asked me for my TikTok. And I gave her first friend my TikTok. And then the second girl was like, oh, I'll follow you too. Why did this girl that I handed my TikTok to say, oh, you already follow me. And I'm looking at myself, I already follow you. She's like, yeah, you follow me. And I grabbed my phone, like it was like instinct. I snatched my phone from her and I do not follow her. And I looked at her and she looked at me. And I didn't say anything about it. I just like looked at her like, why did you just lie to me? And I just met you. Battling is how you make the moin. Yeah, I already knew I was gonna hop off in a little minute. I'm not about to be battling nobody. But the next time I get online, I know that I need to be battling people. I'm gonna probably be, you know what? Tomorrow I'm off again. I'll probably get online and battle then. So tomorrow I'm gonna battle. I'm gonna try out battling. Thanks, Corey. But yeah, discernment comes with time. I didn't know that girl was gonna lie to me. I just met her at boot camp. And it started off with, what kind of camera is that? And then when I showed, her friend asked me, oh, can I get your TikTok? One of them ended up lying and saying, oh, you follow me. So discernment comes with time. Random, but if I had your face, I would be insufferable. Bone structure go crazy. I am a little insufferable, slightly. At times I can be too much. At times I don't give enough. But anyways, y'all, thank you for coming to my live. Like I said, I just got over a cold. I can finally do some spring cleaning. I wanted to get on live really, really quick. It's been quick, more than quick. It's been an hour, 30 minutes now. She got the structure. Thank you, Corey. Corey is so good to me, honestly. But next time I get on live, which is going to be tomorrow, I never give y'all time because it don't be the same people that come anyways. But I'm probably going to definitely battle because I have more time tomorrow. But as for today, I'm going to get some cleaning done. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, I'm going to play my ratchet music and clean. Well, it's going to probably be some R&B love songs. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say all ratchet songs. I started this morning with praise and worship. So I'm probably going to bring praise and worship, some Marvin Sapp in the building. But anyways, let me end it on YouTube. Oh, YouTube, y'all. YouTube did not disconnect not one time. Okay, YouTube for 2026, you better act like you know. Anyways, I'll see y'all on the next video. Closing YouTube first. YouTube's out.